Well, hellfire, it is Rock the Riff, and let me scoot you over a little bit. Son of a bitch. So, I've already done two of these today, and like I said in the second one, I'm doing a shit ton of them. And just because I can, and I know I'm basically casting these out into a sea of reactors, more bigger, and probably way more knowledgeable than me, but I guess my thing is I'm an everyday man because a blue collar dude. I mean, basically, I play music and I do my band as a dream, and I'd love to make money at it and be part of this world. But until or if that ever happens, I am YouTubing and reacting to fantastic works from my influences. And then I talked a lot of shit about the music video for Animal as Leader's Monomyth previously, and so I said, fuck it, I'm gonna do probably one of my favorite music videos, along with Haken Prosthetic. And Haken has to be my favorite prog metal act in the game right now. Like Between the Buried and Me is closer to where I live. I live in Mayberry, and I'm pretty sure they're based out of like Winston, Greensboro, Raleigh, somewhere around there. And their second album, or the second album, Colors 2, that just came out. God, I love that fucking record. That is such an awesome record. But I want to sit here and talk shit and talk about the positive things I love of Haken. And I so hope that they get more recognition for what they do. Every member in this band is the bomb, and the guitarist in me, when I hear Richard Henshaw and Charlie Griffith, I'm like, dude, can I please like go Neo on y'all's guitar skills and just be like, I know kung fu of all of the shit that y'all could do, man. I tried learning this song on the 1/7 string I have, and there's just sections in it that my picking hand is like, what the fuck is going on, man? I don't know if we can do this. So let's dive into HAKEN'S Prosthetic. So I had to pause it before the drop because what's funny is a lot of other guitarists that I talk to, they're like, man, that's so easy. Like, I can do that all day. Whereas in my case, I just have terrible wrist control, and I have to use my elbow to even emulate what they're doing right there. And it's just so, God, I love this fucking band, man. And this song in general is so good. Basically, to any musicians or metal fans or music lovers out there that have not checked out HAKEN'S Virus album, you owe it to yourselves because it's the top. In my opinion, it is the best prog metal album that is super accessible. Like, I know there's other prog acts out there that are super abstract, and people love that. I like it to a certain extent, but I still like when somebody is doing cool things, but it's user friendly or whatever you want to call it, because it's so much fun. Like, I love seeing these guys do crazy stuff, but at the same time writing damn good songs. Like, writing a song that is still, like, if I played this song for my mom, even though she's not into like heavy distorted guitars, she still would be like, okay, that's cool, this is cool. And yeah, I love acts like this, or I love this album. So, speaking back on trying to learn how to play the song, this is the section that gave me such a hard time, and I never could make it past it because there's this one little spot because it's that ba 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 ba, and then it's this weird. I can't even explain it. Like somebody that knows how to talk better than me, leave a, like tell me in the comment or something. How what do you even call this? This little time change, and it's I'll try to yell and point it out when I hear it. That right there, like cause you go from that bum bum bam 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 and I to whoever started that, kudos. I love to hear it. I cannot fucking play it. I don't. I started playing guitar and I wanted to be Angus Young, and I don't know if that whole template that he does is just permanently burned into my brain. But when I hear this, I'm like, oh God, like why can I not get my pick in hand to do that? So a minute and 23 seconds into the track already, and like to me, this blows a lot of other acts out of the water because it was just all. It's actually interesting. Guitar, like as a musician, this is very interesting to me while still making it cool to people that don't. How do I say this? People that don't play guitar, they're still like, oh man, that's heavy hitting, or man, that's cool and stuff. And that's what I enjoy about Haken. Is the most positive thing I can say is that they write music that it not only appeals to like musicians who are looking like me, who are listening for all these cool little changes, cool little tricks of the trade, and then to the common listener, it's still just groovy. Like that section, that first minute and 23 seconds is so fucking groovy. And also, shout out to that fucking bass tone. That bass tone just sounds so cool. And I'm pretty sure Nolly from Periphery is who worked with them on this record. And so we'll have to figure that out. Or not figure that out. Like he just nailed it, man. Like everything Nolly is doing with Get Good Drums and then the plug-ins and everything is just he is fucking the shit, man. I'd love to meet Nolly and pick his brain and just that and see his skills in person. I'm also gonna have to stop and say that I'm a big fan of these kind of music videos because I love seeing the full band. I love seeing everybody get screen time It's not strictly the singer doing something the whole time. And then it's not strictly the story that they're trying to tell. It's just everybody like, hey man, we're not one person. There's a whole fucking band. And I love seeing everybody in the group get attention. Alright, so hold on a second. Is the keyboardist, what is the keyboardist doing right there? During that, it looks like he's still, I don't hear any synth or anything keyboard related in that section. And he's tapping the keys like that? Yeah, I don't know. He's getting the Rorschach treatment. That one card looks exactly like Rorschach's mask from Watchmen. Yeah. What the fuck are those called? Like, I don't understand what those are supposed to do. Like, invoke some emotion in you or something. So he's like, looking at it. Oh, which one did he see and get pissed off about? Which one was it? Oh, the virus. Oh, the album symbol. He looked like, hold on. He looks like Donald Sutherland in that one movie where he's like, Aah! He's saying, fuck that symbol. Fuck y'all's album. Yeah, man. Yeah, he's saying, what's he saying right there? Yeah, man, fuck your questions. I'm tired of hearing them all the time. Just go listen to the album. Everybody go listen to the fucking HAKEN'S Virus album. So Charlie Griffin, I've got to say, dude, one of my fucking favorite guitar solos of all time. Dude, oh God, I hope one day I can write a guitar solo as good as you, man. God, that is so good. I mean, it helps that the fact that the rhythm of that section is just fucking mean, nasty sounding to me. Like, it's one of those, it's one of those, sorry. It's one of those riffs that I don't know if anybody else gets this kind of thing, but there's certain riffs I hear that the hair on the back of my neck's just like a fucking like how a cat like poses up and what do they call it, razorback or whatever. That's exactly the feeling I get when I hear that, and so I just want to back up enough to hear this guitar solo. So shout out to Charlie Griffin again. Even if your solo wasn't as phenomenal as it is, the music or the rhythm of that section is so fucking good too. God, I cannot praise Haken enough. Basically, I am kissing their ass big time right now, but they're just they're so good, man. Gosh, I wish I could write a song as good as these dudes. So is it just me? I know I'm making a second. Not Watchmen. What am I thinking? It looks like the dude from Sin City, that big yellow dude that was trying to fuck around with that one chick. They had to throw in that Gojira pick scrape. That's the sign of a heavy fucking riff. When Gojira's pick scrape comes in and you're just... That shit is so good. So the only con I can sit here and say, just as a consumer, to me, the vocalist should have put a little bit more aggression in his vocal section of that. And I get it that this is, I don't know the name of the vocalist for this band. I get that that's his voice. That's his style. That's what he does. That's what he's comfortable with. And my only thing is, this whole record to me sounded like they were going for a bit heavier and more aggression compared to the last one, the Ketchup. Because I know this is Mustard and the previous is Ketchup. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head right here. So, Haken. Yeah, Vector. So, Ketchup or slash Vector, whichever you want to call it, it had a bit more heavier sound to it than previous albums, and I still don't think it's as heavy as Virus overall. I just feel like he could have. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm nitpicking, maybe I'm being a dumbass. I just felt like the vocals, he should have pushed him harder, or either if he could have actually screamed. I don't know. I don't think I've ever heard this guy actually scream on any track, any Haken tracks. But that's just, as the listener, to me, I'm like, oh man, that's kind of a missed opportunity, because it seems to be the chorus is focusing on this guy, which I think this is the Cockroach King, because I'm pretty sure this is a reference. This whole album is a reference, or the origin story of the Cockroach King. I'm not sure. I don't know the lyrics that well. The musicality is what I focus on, and yeah, I would have, if I was an actual singer and was doing that, I would have put a little more into it. So yeah, I see a lot of people on YouTube do like favorite breakdowns, and I don't know if this is what you consider a breakdown. That's what I consider it, and it's fucking heavy. That shit is fucking heavy to me. Yeah. So that's really cool. That is super cool. I like that flash of the Cockroach King and whatever kind of contacts he's got in. He looks fucking evil. The only thing is I put myself in his shoes, and if the cast and crew or whatever you want to call them come up to me and was like, "Hey man, you've got to wear these contacts for this scene," I'd have said, "Fuck y'all, I'm not doing it. Ain't shit touching my eyes. I can't stand it." I go to the eye doctor and I sit in the lobby and I about cry because I'm like, "Oh man, they're getting ready to touch my shit, and I can't handle it." But it looks so cool. Yeah, prosthetic, man. If all I gotta say again is if y'all haven't listened to this full album, you are missing a fucking gem. When did this album come out? Because I know, so it come out last year, and of course, fucking COVID come out and did its thing. But for anybody, any prog guys, if you don't already know about Haken, you need to dive into their whole catalog. Everything they do is fucking phenomenal. I think this is their best work. This whole album is their best work, with Prosthetic being almost the top track on that album. Like it's definitely, it could be as I repeat myself a million times, as just a single or just the one track, taking it out of the concept of the record. It is so fucking good. But there is a 5 part uh, concept tracks on the record that I think part 3 is probably my favorite. I think it's Marigold. That section of the concept long ass track is so fucking good. But yeah, I can't praise Haken enough, man. I can't. Charlie Griffin and Richard Henshaw. I think that's how. I'm hoping I'm saying y'all's names right. If y'all see this, man, fucking. Oh, dude, I just want to say, please keep writing the crazy ass shit that y'all are doing, and a shout out to Richard, your solo record, Twisted Shadows. I can't remember if that's the title of it or if that's just one of the titles of the track. The Cocoon. I'm sorry, The Cocoon. That album is so good, man. It's probably uh like, to me, and I don't know genres that well, but it's just such a badass metal jazz album. It's so good. And to everybody that watches this and actually enjoys my banter and pausing and interrupting such a fantastic track and all the stupid things I say, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and if you don't like, dislike it. Tell me I'm a piece of shit. I get it. I understand. People like to talk shit online. But to all the people that do enjoy watching me, and to all the people that don't like me, still stay positive, stay rocking. I am out.